I'm going to be making chicken and Hungry Jack Au Gratin potatoes today. I've got the box of potatoes. I took 4 chicken thighs and I cooked them this morning in the crock pot for about 2 hours or so, 3 hours with about 1.5 cups, 2 cups of water. So those cooked and I shredded. And because I don't like to waste anything, I took the bones and the skin out, and I'm going to be putting that in the freezer with another bag full of chicken bones and skin and cartilage to make chicken bone broth in the future. I took the liquid, the chicken soup as it were, that came out of the crock pot, and I have it here, and I'm going to be using it as part of my liquid for this. In addition, we'll need some milk and some margarine or butter. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this layer of fat off the top of the chicken. This was in the refrigerator. I made it this morning, and I'm just going to put it in the container that has everything for my future chicken bone broth. I'm going to be roasting the chicken bones at some point in the future. It'll be nice to have this fat to do it in. That looks pretty good. All right, let's get started. All right, we're going to proceed a little differently than the directions. The directions call for the potatoes and all the liquids to be put in at once, but since we're adding chicken first, I don't want to break the potatoes by over stirring. So it calls for 2.5 cups of hot water. I've got this hot chicken broth from the crock pot. I added some water to it to make it 2.5 cups. You can use chicken broth if you want, or water, however you want to do it. 2 tablespoons of margarine already in the bowl, and I have 3/4 cup of milk. So I'm going to pour this hot liquid into the bowl here, and there's still some chicken pieces in there. There they go from when I cooked the chicken in there. All be good stuff. I'm going to add the sauce, the potato cheese sauce, and kind of mix that up. And the last thing you add is the milk. I think the heat of the water or broth helps dissolve the cheese sauce for the potatoes. Okay, good enough. Now I'm going to add the 3/4 cup of milk into here, just like that. This was actually powdered milk. And I have my 4 chicken thighs. You don't need to have that much chicken in it, but Eddie said he wanted it fully loaded. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Take this piece off. There we go. I'm going to mix it up in there. So he will have heavily chickened potato gratin. There we go. And I'm just going to mix those up in there. And like that, just break it up, break up that margarine. And the last thing I'm going to put in there are the potatoes themselves. Get rid of this stuff. And here they are, all flaked up. So I'm going to put them in there and gently, kind of potato chips. There we go. All out. And just gently fold them in with the spatula so you don't break them. A little bit of a task, as long as they're all moistened and mixed up fairly well. I've preheated the oven to 450, and I have this casserole dish that I'm going to be using, so I'm going to finish spraying it with some spray oil here to help maybe not let it stick as much as it usually does. So that's done, and I'm going to gently pour this in there. And just gently get those potatoes in as gently as you can. Again, we don't want to break them. Mix them up with the chicken. Looks pretty good. And because it's Eddie, we're going to put a little bit of cheese on top. Then we're going to put it in the oven and just let it cook. Or I don't know. Let's see what the directions say. They say about 25 minutes or until potatoes are tender. So, and if it starts getting too brown on top with the cheese, I'll just put some foil. All right, it's going into the oven. We'll check it out in about half an hour. Here it is, still bubbling and sizzling out of the oven. It looks amazing. It smells wonderful. It took closer to an hour to cook, but it is ready now. And when Eddie comes home, he's going to dig right into this. I love it. He got home and he's hungry as can be. And why don't you give it a try? Let me know what you think.
I sure will.
Put all that chicken in there like you wanted.
Loaded. Give me a big piece of chicken to go with this first bite. Oh man. That's real good.
You like it? Oh, I'm so glad. Is it good? Is it a keeper?
Yep, you're gonna have to cut the tape because I can't talk no more because my mouth's full. Have a great day, everybody. This is phenomenal.
Oh,
Good job, babe. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Enjoy. Thank you all for watching.